The Exterminators is kind of a strange mix. It's more of a black comedy than anything, but at the same time, it's kind of a a Vertigo-style supernatural thriller thing. But it chronicles basically a band of exterminators in LA and all of the horrible stuff that they would see, working the job in LA. So they come up against a lot of just really strange characters, just different people that, like, the dregs of humanity all the way up the food chain to to the richest and best. But they also fight a lot of bugs. I've probably drawn more bugs in that book than I've drawn anything ever in my whole life. I'd say the main protagonist in Exterminators is Henry James, who is he's an ex-convict looking to get on the straight and narrow. So he takes a job with his mother's new husband's extermination business, and it's an old family business that started back in the Depression. And so Henry takes it on just thinking it's a job to pay the bills and stay on parole and everything be okay. But he really finds, like, the strangest characters that work for the extermination business. We've got AJ, who is the world's greatest rat killer, who is like a rat himself, and he's the most vile, despicable character that's probably been in a comic in a long time, and he's based on a lot of people that I think everyone has known. That one guy that you worked with that just made you grind your teeth when you saw him or whatever. And then there's his girlfriend, Henry's girlfriend, Paige, who is a dancer / call girl at a literary-themed brothel. So when we first meet her, she's getting dressed for her appearance in the Alice in Wonderland room. And one of her friends is working in the William Burroughs room. So it's pretty wild and twisted and all over the place as far as that stuff goes. Nils Pettersson is Henry's stepfather, I guess you would say, his mother's new husband, who runs the family business. And he's trying to do everything right, and things are very overwhelming within the book. So the bug outbreaks get worse and worse and worse, and he's just doing his best to soldier through. And I would say that's pretty... and Stretch, I can't forget Stretch. Stretch is Henry's right-hand man, who's a tall, thin, drink-of-water Buddhist cowboy who is just a walking ball of contradictions, who quotes Sun Tzu at every turn. And the two play really well off of each other because, Stretch is very zen, and Henry's very street, and the two come together in really fun ways. I just finished working on The Walking Dead and was starting to gear up for other books, and I guess some people at Vertigo had seen my work on the other books and called me up and said, we have another project that we're hoping to put together, and we thought you'd be a good fit for it. And so they sent me kind of the series synopsis or whatever, and yeah, I read over it, I really dug it, and so they teamed me up with Simon Oliver, and he's a fantastic writer, and it's been nothing but a roller coaster ever since.